What's up YouTube, this is Jeff from Zephyr War Games, and firstly a big huge shout out to Jacked Yugioh here on YouTube for giving us this amazing brand new free card combo for DDD, which ends in so much disruptions for your opponent and can pretty much, if it goes off depending on the matchup, give you pretty much an auto win, and you're going to see it here right now. So again, big shout outs to him. I have no credit for this. I'm literally just spreading the word for what he's created. So before I get into this, if you enjoy, give us a like and subscribe down below. Ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. All of that is greatly appreciated, and thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this busted free card combo. So all it takes is Kepler and any two combinations of these three cards here: Swirl, Copernicus, and Griffin. So I'm just going to go over the three pendulums because why not? So you start off, you normal summon your Kepler. Kepler grabs you your gate. You play gate. Gate gets you the last piece that you need. So from here, you're then going to use Swirl Slime to fuse it with the Griffin, and you're going to summon out your Flame King Genghis. You're then going to use the Swirl Slime's effect, banishing itself, summon out Copernicus, chaining 1, chaining 2. Copernicus is going to send you Lamia from deck to graveyard. You're going to revive the Griffin. Griffin's effect then triggers and grabs you your trap card, DD Headhunt. Already one such disruption. From here, we're going to overlay into our Wave King Caesar and slap the King Tail right on top. Since we haven't taken any burn damage, we unfortunately can't use Tail's effect, but that don't matter. From here, we're going to link summon off into the unfortunate, but we can actually utilize it, Artifact Dagda. Yes, we have Scythe Lock. So from here, we're then going to trigger the King Tail's effect since it was sent to graveyard, and we're going to foolish us the Vice Typhon from deck to graveyard. We're then going to banish the Vice Typhon as well as the Copernicus and summon out our High Flame King Genghis. So right now we're already in perm proof. From here we're going to use the Lamia's effect in graveyard, sending the Dark Contract from field to graveyard to summon itself. This is unfortunately why you need to start off with Kepler, because Kepler gets you the contract for the Lamia trigger. This is going to trigger Genghis' effect, and because of that now triggers Dagda's effect. So Dagda's going to set us an Artifact Scythe, then triggers the Genghis to revive a DD. So we're going to revive the Wave King Caesar over here. From here, we're then going to use the Lamia, who banishes herself, and the Dagda to summon out Crystron Hackley Vibrax. This triggers Hulk's effect on summon to summon out a DD Ghost from our deck. From here, we're then going to use DD Ghost and the High Flame King Genghis to summon out our Baron de Fleur. From here, we're not going to use Ghost's effect because the only thing we can send is a Griffin, which is no point whatsoever. From here, we're going to use these two. We're going to link them off and go into our DDD Abyss King Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh chaining 1, Caesar chaining 2. So Caesar's going to grab us our Swamp King from deck to hand, and then Gilgamesh is going to set us 2 pendulum scales. You want to set the Ragnarok, and then any low scale, doesn't really matter. It doesn't even have to be a low scale, because not really going to be pendulum summoning. So if you really wanted to, you could put a Thomas in here, grab up a Kepler, so you got a Kepler for a follow up as well. It's completely up to your personal preference. From here, we're then going to play the Swamp King, and we're going to use his effect to banish Ghost plus any other DD from your graveyard. I'm going to banish the Caesar because I don't really need Caesar anymore. This is going to summon out our Genghis, and then from here you don't even have to banish the Ghost, because from here you got 2 options that you can go into. So you could either just banish any 2 DDs, doesn't matter. You can summon out the Genghis, which then triggers Ragnarok to summon out a Ghost, which then if you wanted to, you can then go these 2 into a Siegfried, and then you can slap your Machina on top of here. So you have 2 spell and trap, an Omnigate, spell and trap negate, and monster steals from the Marketer, as well as a headhunt as well, and a scythe that you're going to be able to trigger once I show you that. Or if you wanted to, you could banish the ghost, or you can just banish any two. Instead of reviving ghost, you can revive the Genghis, and you can use both your Genghises to go into a High Wave King Caesar. Completely up to your personal preference on what you want to end on. I'm going to end on the Siegfried, because I want to make my board imperm proof, or have an additional layer for imperm protection. And so then you make your Marketer, and this is your end board. From here you're going to use the Baron de Fleur and pop the scythe. And then you're going to pass turn to your opponent. On your opponent's turn, you negate with the Baron, and then you can go Baron effect, trigger, to revive the scythe. Scythe then triggers, since it's a special summon from the graveyard, to, or just special summon during your opponent's turn, to extra deck lock your opponent. You can then use Hauck's effect to banish itself, summon the Wonder Magician, and then you can use Wonder Magician and go right back into a Baron de Fleur who shuffled herself back into the extra deck. So you now have an Omni Negate again, Monster Negate from the Headhunt, Spell Trap Negate, or, as I said, 2 Summon Negates off the Caesar, and then you have your Marketer steals as well. And then if you did set the Thomas instead of the Griffin, you can have a Kepler on your follow-up on the following turn. That is the combo from 3 cards in your deck. Gets you 1, 2, 3, also 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 interruptions plus a Scythe lock. All from those 3 cards. Absolutely insane, and something I'm really thinking of implementing into the deck, just because of how consistent this combo can be and consistent the combo is. The only brick you have in your deck is Scythe, but even then, if you open up Scythe, you can still pull off the entire combo, because you just set Scythe and just jump straight into the Baron and just pop it anyway. So there isn't really any bricks in your deck, barring, because Ghost you can summon from your hand. You can literally pull off the entire combo if you open up the 3 cards, Ghost and Scythe, which is just absolutely busted. Absolutely busted. So like, pretty much 0 bricks, you just got 2 cards you don't really want to open up. Absolutely crazy. So again, huge shout out to Jacked Yugioh. I was about to say Action Yugioh. Jacked Yugioh here on YouTube. I'm going to post his original video in the description below, so you can check him out as well. Great guy for DDD content, and one I really do like watching what he does. What a deck. So as always guys, like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, as always, stay safe. And of course, happy dueling.